Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Finger Guns here in Season 2. We continue on our journey without Dave. So today...
Sans Dave.
So today we have me, obviously, the dashing Jimmy. We got...
Big Tasty Tony V.
And as our special, super special fucking guest today, we are so delighted to have her here.
It's the wife. It's Melissa.
It's
Hi.
the wife? It's the wife.
Yes, my wife.
It's Tony's wife. Tony's wife, Melissa.
It literally took me 20 seconds to do that for our
Jesus, Tony. Yeah. Wife twice over.
Yes, we are married twice.
Yeah, very happy to actually have you on the podcast since we've just roasted Tony's nuts about it for a while of having two weddings. So it's nice to have you here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've heard those episodes.
Yeah.
You know you only marry
You're a
your best
topic of
friend.
conversation.
Yeah. I hear that.
You are.
Yes.
Always.
Love that.
Looking good behind the mic.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I have an audience, but it's just you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
We're just sitting here having a conversation. There's nothing fucking... We're not doing anything different.
It's so
just
true.
know Finland's going to hear this on Tuesday.
Finland. Hi, Finland.
What the fuck is Finland? The country? Oh, yes.
We have fans in Finland, James.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Shout out to the Finland.
That's right.
Shout
I
out
forgot
to
about
Finland.
that.
James is sorry.
Oh, man. I thought it was a person. I was like, who the fuck is Finland? Like the entire country of Finland? Hello, Finland.
Oh,
welcome.
man.
Thank you for listening to us. I don't know why you do, but I love you for it anyway. We got a pretty good episode today, I think.
We got a nice lineup for sure.
You wanna dive on in?
Dive on in on Best Worst Meh?
Yeah, let's not get carried away like we did with fucking Gerard Butler. And
Yes,
just like keep
absolutely.
this one to the point.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
I love it. Finger guns. Let's do this.
You want me to start?
Yeah. You want to do a best, my worst?
Yeah, let's
We
do
have
it.
enough. I
Yeah,
have
let's
exactly
do
3
it.
movies, so I think I can pull this off.
I actually watch a lot of movies because I have no life. So
I was gonna say
I
between
have
that
a
and
lot
like
of
you live with
options.
Tony.
Also
That's-
that. Yeah. It's hard not to.
Is there not a movie on 24 hours a day in this household?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
I
guys?
don't
Come
like-
on. I just like my films,
You're
okay?
You're
My
watching at
stories.
2:30 in the
We get
morning.
it.
You're watching
Like
at
your
5:30 when you wake up in the morning. Like
Man.
just nonstop.
Nonstop.
That's how
man.
you crank out those letterbox numbers. You think they're gonna give you a fucking prize at the end of the year or
They
something?
fucking should, man.
He
Yo,
really
if
does.
If Letterboxd starts giving out achievements,
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's
Letterboxd, like that's it.
That's what they need to do. They need to gamify Letterbox. Give me achievements. Give me fucking
Like
awards.
trophies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like bronze, silver, platinum, like
31 in
Yeah.
October. Tony watched 150 in 31 in October. Here's a sweater. I don't fucking know. Like, give this man a cookie.
He
A
really
pumpkin cookie.
he needs it though. Like his only will to live is Letterboxd. Like that's it. Like I'll be on the couch with him and I look over and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I mean,
do you live there? Like
of all like
are
the
you
social
good?
media platforms to be on, it's probably not the worst. I mean, at least it's not like fucking Dave Twitter scrolling on the toilet.
That's
so
true. That's
it's probably for the
guys,
best. I mean,
hemorrhoids are a thing. We don't want to do that.
no. You don't want your legs to go numb while you're scrolling fucking Elon Musk's Twitter.
this
Like-
episode is brought to you by Preparation H.
That was
Preparation ass cream.
good. I love it.
Oh fuck. All right. Let's start.
Tony, you want to give me a best?
A best. All right. So the Oscars were announced this
They
week,
were.
and I just snuck this one right under the wire. All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes.
Finally saw it.
Yes.
Melissa, be God, you didn't see it.
I am glad.
'Cause-
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm glad I didn't see it, but I'm not glad because I know it's a good movie. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I
So
just
what-
can't handle it. I just
what's the hang up? Is it like gore is your issue?
no. I
or-
have no issue with gore.
Right.
It's like it's the realism.
Okay.
I can't. It just like makes me like sad.
yeah.
Saving
No,
Private Ryan
I-
scarred
Like
her really
literally,
bad.
my stepdad at the time was like, "Hey, you guys are like 10 and 6. Let's watch
Ugh.
Saving Private Ryan." And I was
No.
like, "Okay, sure." I don't know what that is because I'm young and I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was traumatized. It was a trauma. I had nightmares about it. I was like, "Is this what people actually willingly do? Like,
Yeah.
what? Why?"
Yeah.
And it just makes me like angry and sad. I just can't watch it. I have too many emotions.
I get you. Okay, I get you. Yeah, and like All Quiet, I think is probably the best representation I've seen of like a World War I realism. Like 1917 is pretty good.
Yeah,
but this is like more next level.
Like next level, like more in your face. Like that whole opening, like 20 minutes of like just like the soldier going to collect the dog tags and then going into battle and then having him dying and then having the clothes ripped and then like they literally repurpose the uniforms.
And just like I loved that juxtaposition too. At the beginning, you're following these like young guys who are just like, yeah, we're gonna go fucking fight on the front lines. It's gonna be great. They're
so
fucking
excited,
so fucking pumped.
There's one guy who's like too young, so he has to get his friend to like forge his parents' signature on it. Like they do it like
I
and then
can't.
gets through it, and then it like jump cuts to what I think it jumps like a year later.
Yeah,
and that guy is just like a completely different,
just a
fucking
shell
person.
of just his former self, man.
Just
like
so different, and I just oh my god. I loved that movie so much.
It was really fucking good.
Yeah. I'm really happy that it got nominated. Like I wasn't 100% sure.
So much love. I was shocked at how much love it got, but like at the same time, like they did it. They got it right.
Yeah.
They got it right for once.
That was I feel like either you or David mentioned like it was at TIFF.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So okay, so it did get like I just like nobody fucking talked about that movie, and then I just kind of heard about it briefly.
It got a quiet release like after the TIFF premiere and everything, and then it just like slowly started
on Netflix and like
and then it got the love at BAFTA, and I think BAFTA was like that really like turned the tide and turned all the attention towards this German film.
Yeah, I mean it's still like I don't know if you found it this way, but like it is long. And
yeah,
like,
it definitely is long-winded. Like the end kind of like drags out a bit, just like of them like delaying.
The peace talks were a little bit like
and like delaying the end of the war, and then you see like the French are like ready. It's like okay, like this is done, and the Germans are like, no, we're going right before that fucking date.
Fucking horrifying.
Like it was a tough watch, but it was incredible.
Yes, absolutely, and everything with those tanks at the end. Oh my god!
Yeah,
but see, like, do you see what I was telling you? Like, it was in like one of the most insane battle scenes were incredible. I've ever watched. It's so good.
Yeah. Definitely.
So fucking good. I'm so happy you watched it.
Yeah, man.
That's so good.
It's definitely going to get. I feel like it's going to be the sleeper at the Oscars.
Yeah.
It sounds so intriguing. I can't do it.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
I watched it.
It's really good.
You know that it's good.
There you go.
Exactly. There you go.
You'll like if it wins awards now, you understand that.
Yeah.
The reason it's going to win awards there's a purpose to it. But I was so happy to see it nominated. Mel, what's your best? What do you got for me?
My best for the last couple weeks is Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a never-ending conversation on the show with Top Gun Maverick.
We don't
you know
stop.
what? Tony's so obsessed with it. So yeah. So we were at my mom's.
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, do you want to put something on the TV?" And Tony's like, "Oh, we can watch Top Gun." And yeah, they put it on. And so we had to finish it because he can't watch anything halfway and then not finish it because he has to log it on Letterboxd.
Yeah. But also it's Top Gun Maverick. That's a start to finish movie.
So that's the only reason why we watched it. But like, I'm not mad. It's so good.
No, it's
and
so
I love
good.
it so much. I just love it so much. So that's my best.
That's a good best.
Yeah, I thought so. It was worthy.
Yeah. That's another one though that has weird nominations at the Oscars that I don't really understand either. Like why the fuck is that up for best screenplay? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But even people were saying it's like why is it nominated for best adapted screenplay? Like it's a completely original story. Like it's not like they're not like adapting a book or a play or anything, but they're saying like
they adapted the original movie, but like did they? Because it's a wholly owned like so sequels are just adaptations of their prequels.
Exactly. And that was the argument of that being nominated for best adapted and Glass Onion too. Because Glass Onion's a completely different story, not associated.
It's a sequel.
But it's a sequel, so technically it's adapted.
Weird.
Yeah.
I guess sequels don't get nominated all that much.
No, not really.
Because they're not always that great.
Yeah. And I mean like
Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick's a legacy sequel, so we'll take it and we'll give it its proper day in court, I guess. But I was just baffled that it's up for screenplay at all. It's not a very good screenplay.
No, it's not.
Like,
no, it was made.
What are you doing there? Put it in the technical categories. Yes.
I think Avatar and Top Gun will probably split the technical awards for sure.
Yeah, like it did some crazy, like they shoved IMAX cameras in a cockpit of a fighter jet. Like fuck, they deserve some awards for figuring that shit out and like getting the images that they were able to get. It's insane.
It's incredible. And like the whole like editing aspect of it of like going between the dog fighting and then the cockpit and back and like just the quick. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it for the technical stuff. Adapted screenplay.
No, not so much.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not.
No. I didn't watch that movie for the plot.
No, you don't. You watched it for Tom Cruise doing some fucking.
Although Ed Harris saying "You got some balls, stick jockey" is an all-time line reading. It's perfect. There's no notes for Ed Harris in that movie.
Oh my god!
I just love Ed Harris in general, but
John Hamm, man, John Hamm being Don Draper.
Okay, so first of all, neither of you saw it in IMAX.
No.
That entire third act, like the third act, is all in IMAX. Like it's nonstop.
Yeah, we knew that. We saw it in Screen X. So like when it was open, we still got that. We got it.
The Scotiabank IMAX screen. John Hamm's fucking giant mug it was the entire screen, Tony. He was huge.
Oh man.
Like it was just all face. Like I was just like, man, this man is a giant. I didn't want to see this much of John Hamm ever, but
no, definitely not.
It's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah.
All right.
It's a good choice though.
It's a good choice.
I thought so.
Yeah.
It's just the gift that keeps on giving this movie. Like, it's not the first time. It's probably not going to be the last time we talk about it.
Definitely not the last time. I'm already like kind of wanting to see it again. Like it's dope. It's a fun time.
It is a fun time.
It sounds good in my basement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the Atmos,
I'm sure.
You need it.
Yes.
Crank that thing, make your whole house shake. It's just all fighter jet noises.
The only way you can go. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Jimmy,
my best is also a rewatch for me. I was in a mood and I felt like watching, and I haven't talked about it on the podcast before, but I watched Bo Burnham's special for 2021, Inside.
Ooh.
I love that thing so very much.
I haven't seen it actually.
It's so good, Tony.
Fuck.
It's so fucking good.
I keep hearing it. Hearing good things.
You should watch it.
It's the thing. It's the thing he did over
COVID. Yeah. So like he wrote a whole bunch of like comedy things and like songs, and because it's just Bo Burnham in general. And then he basically locked himself in this tiny little apartment and like recorded and shot and edited the entire thing himself. And it's just sort of like the unraveling of him over this like 9 to 10 month period that he like wrote and recorded every single song and videoed every single thing. And like the songs are great. They're fucking depressing at times, or the right amount of depressing, but also fucking hilarious. And like just sort of watching him unravel. White Woman's Instagram is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Oh my God, that's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my God, I love that.
It's so good.
That changes everything for me.
Yeah.
I think we gotta watch this.
Yeah, we gotta watch it now.
Yeah. White Woman's Instagram is great. Welcome to the Internet is fantastic. It's all good. It's so worth like everybody's time. It's hilarious. It's heartbreaking. It's depressing. It's funny. It's
definitely
everything you want it to be.
Yeah.
Well, he's just, and it's probably like one of the most successful COVID era comedy specials, because
he got a bunch of Emmys for it, didn't he?
Yeah, mainly for like comedy album, and things like that. But like, yeah, it should have won a lot of things and it didn't, which sucks. But yeah, like the only two, I guess I watched a couple of like, my work had like a stand-up comedian on once, and like a Teams meeting, and that was just fucking awkward because like there's no audience and there's just jokes not quite landing. I also watched just after Norm Macdonald passed away, they put out his last special that he recorded over Zoom as well, and it's just like a very different vibe. Like the jokes are very funny, and at least the way that they did that, they had like a bunch of comedians like laughing while watching it, which helped. But somehow Bo Burnham like figured out a way to make a comedy special that you can literally sit and enjoy and not feel like weird about it
because there's no audience reaction.
Yeah.
I've been influenced. I need to watch this.
You do. It's so good. Like I initially on Letterboxd I had it at a 4-star, and then after rewatching it I bumped it up to 4.5 because it's just like,
oh man, that's serious business. Definitely,
that.
It's so good.
Success story.
It's
so gonna have to do
it's on a repeat for me. Like I keep comedy specials, some of them like as rewatches because I just enjoy them a lot. That one's now a rewatchable one.
Nice. Okay.
That I'll watch every once in a while.
All right. Well, that's gonna be on my list for this week. Thanks
should.
A lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You'll enjoy it, and you might also. There's a couple that might punch you right in the gut, and you might go, "Oh fuck, I'm feeling a little down about this too."
Great,
no.
but I'm still down for it.
Yeah. It's
I can
still
handle
funny.
that.
It's still funny.
Anything about war though, no. But I can handle this.
Absolutely. So it's my best. Tony, what's your meh?
So my meh is a Broken Lizard's masterpiece.
Okay.
Club Dread.
Fuck. I can't believe you
Oh my
watched
God,
a
I
Broken
forgot
Lizard's
we watched
masterpiece.
that.
Buddy, Broken Lizards back in the day, like they were fucking good,
Yeah.
man. Super
Yeah.
Troopers, like still Super
Yeah.
still hits,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the only one that about hits. But I haven't seen Beer Fest in a while. I think I like Beer Fest a lot, but
I don't think I've ever seen it.
my opinion might change because my opinion about Club Dread definitely changed.
You liked it at one point, didn't you?
I did like it. I
Yeah.
did like it at one point.
Oh, I love Club Dread.
Oh,
He
for fuck's
loves
sake.
that movie. Don't you know?
Yeah. Well, you don't anymore?
No,
right.
I didn't.
It
Didn't like it
age?
as much.
Mm.
Do you remember what Club Dread's about?
Yeah.
So it like Bill Paxton is basically
Yeah.
like playing like a Jimmy Buffett-esque guy.
Yeah.
And he's just you just see him slowly get more and more unhinged.
Yeah.
Like there's a scene, remember the scene in the kitchen when they're talking about the secret ingredient in his coconut paella?
Not really.
Oh my gosh. So
I'm
he's
the
just going nuts.
Yeah.
And he's talking to his chefs and he was just like, "Oh, like making this coconut paella. Do you know what the secret ingredient in my coconut paella is?" And the guy's like, "Coconut?" He's like, yeah, god damn. He gets fucking throws a coconut at the wall and shatters it.
Oh my God.
Like that's the kind of comedy it is.
Yeah, right.
And just an obscene amount of blood.
Of course.
Just
Buckets.
But the problem with the big problem is the jokes don't age.
Yeah.
Like
it was a time and place thing.
Exactly, right? Like it really you really feel that was my biggest problem with it. You really feel it's time. Right? It's like, ooh, that doesn't go. It's like, or ooh, that's kind of rapey.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I am not okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like super cringe in that way. And I was just kind of like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
believe-
there's on purpose cringe that's like, oh, but it's like designed to be cringe, and then there's like did not age well cringe. You're like, oh, fuck.
exactly.
Like, I don't know that we can watch this anymore.
No, and that's the big problem.
Yeah.
But with Super Troopers, like Super Troopers is just so stupid and so timeless. Like,
right?
It just, you kind of just overlook that cringe in that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, not so
You
much.
can't. Yeah.
No.
You
Well,
just-
clearly it wasn't that memorable. I couldn't even remember that scene.
Yeah. So, well, you were like half asleep anyway.
I
during
was.
it.
That's also probably why I don't remember. But I like you're right. There's moments where it's actually cringe, and then there's moments where that didn't age well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I mean, like, there's like, we can debate about like things existing, and like it's hard to like separate the time and place, and like especially with comedy. Most movies you can be like, oh well, that was the time.
Mhm.
It's like you're watching a movie from the 40s or something, and a man just like slaps his wife, and you're like, yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
That
tracks for the
That
40s.
tracks.
Yeah.
But now it's like, but with comedy, I find it so different, because like that is literally a time. It's hard to have timeless comedy. Like I guess
Exactly.
like slapsticks, like Three Stooges,
Yeah.
Abbott and Costello, sort of like
That kind of
really
thing,
like
yeah.
it's like classic, and you're like, oh okay, it's not really harming or offending anybody, but
Mhm.
like depending on the era that you're in, woof,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big oof.
yeah.
That's true. I never thought about it like that.
Comedy's a weird one.
Mm.
It can work and it can continue working and it can be great, or you can watch Superbad again and go, oh man, they say a word way too many times in this movie that probably shouldn't be said,
Yeah, that's so
but it's
interesting.
still so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mindful of that now because like I never really noticed it. I mean, I guess I did, but that's a really interesting way of looking at it.
No, comedy's a fun one. It's different.
Yeah.
It's just different than like, I don't know, like we talked about Lolita, and like that's a really fucking weird movie.
That's a super weird movie.
It's a
was-
weird movie
I
by
was
today's
subjected
standards.
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mel
Were you?
watched
I was
watched
not
Lolita.
impressed.
yeah, I wasn't either.
I was not impressed.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Even I feel like even for the time though, it was weird.
But
It was a
I just
weird
that's what I
ass
kept
movie.
saying. I was like,
Yeah.
in any time,
Mhm.
when is this okay?
It's not.
Like, why
It's
was
not.
this like even
Why was it a
at
book?
any
I
time
don't
period?
know.
Why is it like just
Yeah.
in general? Like, what?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I'm just
I'm with
surprised.
you.
I'm surprised they got it made during the Hays Code. Like, I am shocked.
Well, Stanley Kubrick definitely had to imply that something happened by
Yeah.
slowly drifting the camera over to the window.
Did you see the article they posted? Because I think the anniversary of Lolita
Yeah.
was recently, and they were saying
That
that,
makes
like
sense because we did a
Kubrick-
1962 in
Yeah.
2022, Tony. So yeah, it was.
fuck you. Anyways, he was saying that they wanted to push it. He regrets not doing like more.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he was going to be blocked. There's no way that anything else.
There
would
was
have
no
been.
way he was going to get away with it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
But
no, just no.
yes, Melissa,
What's a meh?
My meh this week is an interesting film called The Quiet.
Oh,
jeez. Quiet.
Have you heard of it?
No.
All right, I have a little synopsis here because I'm really bad at giving like movie summaries.
Sure.
It's about a mute deaf girl who moves in with her godparents after her only parent, her father, dies.
Okay.
Her father was deaf.
Okay.
She has a hostile relationship with her stepsister who at first hates her.
Right.
But then ends up telling her all her secrets, and it's a fucking time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a time.
Is it? So what genre are we working
thriller?
I feel like it's a thriller.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Alicia Cuthbert and who's the other one?
That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I think it's Camila
Cabello.
Camila Bell, right? Is that how you say her name?
I don't know how to say her name, but I don't really care for her.
That's Camila Bell, right? Under Cuthbert?
Camila Bell. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't love her as an actress. Alicia Cuthbert, sure.
Sure.
She tried.
She did try. She did. It was just, how do you explain how do I explain this? Because you can't see me because my face always changed throughout the movie. At one point I was like, oh yeah, this is like kind of cool, like kind of thrillery and like ooh, mysterious. Like what's the secret?
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
She's trying not to spoil the secret.
I'm trying not to spoil it. And then it just takes a turn and you're like, why? Like, oh, that's ick. Like you're just like,
it just goes from 0 to 100 really quick.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I think you should watch it though.
Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway.
You need to experience it.
Take a cold shower.
It's a lot of it's a lot of ick, but also like it's just watch it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
no.
But like the acting is like atrocious.
Yeah, it's super atrocious.
Wonderful. It sounds great.
So you have to watch it and then you got to go read the Letterboxd comments because it's everything.
Okay.
Oh, the Letterboxd reviews are fucking
that's where it's at.
hilarious.
All right. I'm gonna do it. So The Quiet. I'm adding it to my list this week. I'm gonna crush that one out.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm very excited. You want my meh?
Let's do it.
It's a really high meh. And it's only because like
you put it in meh
because I put fucking inside at best, so it's a really high meh. It's not a meh. It's another best. Let's call it what it is.
It's a second best.
It's a second best. It's just came out on Friday. It's Infinity Pool. I fucking had such a fucking time with this movie. It's so good. We're sitting in my friend Sophia and I, friend of the podcast, Sophia Saduki, and I went to we went and saw it at the Scotiabank, and it was relatively crowded. Like when we bought tickets, like it was like us and like 5 other people. Yeah. And I was like, well, that tracks for a Brandon Cronenberg film. By the time the movie started, there was like a good 30 to 40 people in this theater. I was like,
impressive.
Because everyone's on Toronto time. Like they don't show up.
They show up minute of.
Exactly.
And like it was in theater 3. It was a big theater. Yeah. And like everyone was kind of clustered in the middle.
Of course.
So sure. So first of all, let me also preface this by saying, just to give you the full experience, the trailers that we got the fucking horrifying thriller Winnie the Pooh trailer.
Oh fuck
yeah, man! I was amazing. Like, what? I can't believe this is here. Like, it's so. I was just like, it was starting. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then like, I think the first thing that gave it away was just like, I think he said his name was Christopher Robin. I was like, oh shit. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Wait, is it actually a thriller?
Yeah. Well, it's like a full blown slasher with like a killer Winnie the Pooh and a killer piglet.
I thought you were joking when you told me that.
It's not joking. It's real.
It's fucking
and
real.
Like,
I need to see that immediately.
Everything.
That
it's
sounds
so
amazing.
Fucking nuts.
Oh man.
They also had a trailer for How to Blow Up a Pipeline as well.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh, I really want to see that really bad.
They had a trailer for Brother, which was at TIFF.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. You did. And trailer for something else that I can't remember right now, but whatever. And then fucking Infinity Pool started.
Fucking tell us, man. I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
Here's my one big takeaway. You know when like Adam Sandler got to the point where he just wanted to like take his friends and go to a nice destination and film a fucking movie with them.
Absolutely.
Like tropical. You go Hawaii.
Tony's spirit animal is
Bora
also
Bora.
Adam Sandler.
It's definitely
along with
not Adam
so many
Sandler.
other things. Yeah. You love that man.
Like, you know,
how can you not love the Sandman?
It's so true though.
He's going to Tahiti. He's going to Bora Bora. He's taking his friends and fucking making these shitty fucking comedies. He's doing whatever he wants to do, but he's taking his friends. So I imagine that's what Brandon Cronenberg thought. He would just take some of his friends on a trip, but except it's Brandon Cronenberg's idea of a vacation, and it's in like the most fucked up place you could go to. The long and short of this is this couple is at a resort on vacation. They meet up with another couple, and shit goes fucking off the rails.
This is my nightmare. Like, that is literally my nightmare.
It's fucking insane. There's blood everywhere. There is weird orgy scenes.
All right.
There is straight up cum going straight onto the floor. There is
cute.
A lot of like what I guess is the version of that country is ayahuasca.
Okay.
And crazy fever dreams that occur from that.
So what you're telling me is he's made a film that is basically his father, Stanley Kubrick, and Gaspar Noé.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. It's
no notes.
It's something. I loved it a lot because like there's the themes that it deals with too. Like it leads to a lot of like, oh, that's fucking weird to think about. And like, what do you do with that? And like, there's a lot of moments in it where you're just like, I don't understand. There's also, it was very off-putting, and this isn't really a spoiler at all. This is more about my own personal take on this. So it's Alexander Skarsgård, Mia Goth, some other folks that no one cares about.
Well, there's
we care.
What's her name? Coleman Cleopatra?
Yeah.
She's something.
So Alexander Skarsgård's character is named James.
Sorry, Cleopatra Coleman.
Cleopatra Coleman, yes. Alexander Skarsgård's character is named James. Cleopatra Coleman's character is named M.
Oof.
Big oof.
Great.
Love you so much.
Continuing on through that, so I was already like, this is uncomfortable.
Oh, buddy.
There's a point towards the end because things go off the wall and Mia Goth is insane.
Yeah. That was going to be one of my questions. How is Mia Goth?
There's a moment. I'm not spoiling anything with this, but there's a moment where Mia Goth is riding on the hood of a convertible with a bucket of chicken beside her. And Alexander Skarsgård character is being forced to walk in front of the car, just like walk ahead of the car, while Mia Goth insanely taunts him and humiliates him by saying things like, Jamesy, you're so fucking cringe. Like, it's just so like, I wish
people could see my face right now.
I'm sitting in the theater going, I don't like this. So the only thing I've determined out of this is I do not have a humiliation kink. It is not something that works for me.
No.
Even though Mia Goth was calling my name and saying horrifying shit, I was like, I'm not into this. I'm okay without this.
I'm gonna check out right here.
Yeah, this is too much. This is I'm not the main character in this, but I'm not comfortable either.
Jeez.
But it's a lot, and it's so good, and I'm so excited for you to see it.
I'm seeing it by myself.
Oh, you're gonna love it, man. I really hope you like it at least. Like, in terms of like between this Possessor and Antiviral, I think I like this one the best.
Really? Okay.
Just for me, I don't know why I like it so much, but like I want to see it again.
Okay.
Like, and Possessor, I'm like, I do want to see it again. Antiviral, I'm fine with. I've seen it once. I'm okay.
I do want to give Antiviral a little bit of a chance. Yeah. I saw it back when it came on. And I don't remember liking it. And Possessor was fucking Possessor.
Possessor was fucking Possessor.
Yeah.
And it's like he's still like Brandon is still trying to be his dad, and that's fine.
No, but I think he's trying to like it's hard to not be in his shadow. Like it's David Cronenberg is like a force of nature.
Yeah.
Like anyone trying to anyone with the Cronenberg name has big shoes to fill, obviously. But I think that he's channeling his dad, but at the same time trying to carve something for himself. Right.
Yeah. Treat it as a fever dream that you're about to watch, and it will work for you as a fever dream, because that's really what it feels like the entire time. It was just like I was just riding high watching this fucking thing. Oh,
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
And like, it's something I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. But that's all I can say without telling too much of the story. And I don't want to tell too much of the story because there's so much in there that is just fucking nuts. So fucking nuts.
Fucking love it. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Nice.
So there's my meh. Tony, what's your worst?
Melissa, you got the same worst as I do, right?
I do.
So we are going to do a package deal.
Excellent. Are you going to say like one word each?
Yeah.
The worst movie is.
All right. So our worst is The Wedding Planner.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
J-Lo McConaughey.
Okay, I just need to say, I haven't seen this movie in years, like probably when it first came out. And wow, why is this movie even a thing? It's so hard to watch as now. Like I don't even know what to say because
it's bad.
It's just really bad. Like it's, the plot is bad. The acting is bad. And like, I just don't know why it even was a movie. And it's so cringe. Like he is already engaged and he goes on a date. Like I'm just like, why is there no?
Like, why the fuck did they go to the movies like right after meeting each other? Like,
that's what I mean. Like,
why doesn't he just
have a woman?
Why didn't he say like sorry, ma'am? Like, I have a fiance at home. I shouldn't be going to fucking movies in the park.
So why is everyone like, oh, that's so cute? I'm like, girl, you are not okay. Like, do not go out with that man.
And that is too early. I mean, you've made a sort of a commitment to this other woman, but at the same time, it is too early to know that you want to
commitment.
Well, like you can still end it.
I know
you're not married yet.
But you met this girl 2 hours ago.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's too early to fucking end your entire relationship
over this one woman. Yeah. I mean, yes, it's J-Lo, and we can appreciate the queen, but for the movie, it what?
There could have been a different way.
And then she's like, I'm in love with him. And I'm like, no, you're not. You've known this man for like 12 hours. Yeah. Like, no.
You don't know anything about him.
And you found out he's engaged and you still love him?
I'm still No. Sit down.
There's a flag on the plate.
And her best friend is trash. She's like, oh yeah, you should go for it. I'm like,
red flags.
No, like you are a terrible friend. You need to be fucking slapped.
All three of them, red flags.
So many red flags. Yeah. Not a fan. Clearly, I'm passionate about this movie.
Oh my God! The side plot with the Italian guy.
Oh my God! And then her father's trying to arrange a marriage for her, and like you're just like, what? When is this movie supposed to be? What time is this supposed to be?
Yeah.
There's too many times. Like, and then like she's about to marry this man to make her father happy, but she still loves the man that she met 12 hours ago that's engaged.
That's engaged and is getting married himself.
And exactly. Oh my God. In the end, like spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, I'm basically spoiling it. But like,
I feel like this movie came out 22 years ago.
I know. Okay, that's true.
We're
then
good.
At the wedding, they like decide to like break up. Okay, great. Like they mutually decide that that's a healthy decision. You obviously aren't in love and it's not going to work. But then he's like, I'm going to go and get my woman that I met 12 hours ago. And like, I love her.
I need her. I'm going to spend my whole life. I'm going to get married to her. No, you're not. No, you're not.
No. Your relationship's going to go on another 6 months and then it's just going to end violently.
If that's generous. Yeah. No, it was too crazy. I couldn't believe it.
They're going to boink once and realize, ooh, this is bad.
And then I think about the time and what did that perpetuate for like when women saw that being like, oh, a desirable man is someone who is taken or like a desire, like, you know, that's okay. That's okay that I'm interested in this man.
Right. You're lusting after fucking taken someone who's taken.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, look, you can like or have a crush on whoever you like. You just don't fucking act on it. Like the fuck.
I mean,
like,
that's
leave someone's
rude.
Marriage and relationship alone. Stay
morally
the fuck
not
out of
okay.
it.
Exactly. Morally not okay. Like
no, absolutely the fuck not.
It makes me so mad, and like especially since she's like her wedding planner. And then like nothing happens after, like they don't say, like the other woman doesn't find out.
Yeah.
So that also made me mad.
Rude.
So I'm like, just rude. If you're not into the marriage, then like whatever.
Yeah.
Well, like it just that fact made me upset. I couldn't watch the movie differently.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's hard to suspend your disbelief when it's just so like there's nothing to suspend. It's just fucking trash.
You're just
behavior.
like mad because you're just like exactly trash behavior.
Yeah.
I was just like, girl, no.
No, absolutely not.
Take a seat.
No, take a seat. Burn this movie to the ground.
No. So how do you feel, Tony?
I fucking this wedding planner was one of my go-to rom-coms to watch.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day, like it was one of my.
What lessons were you taking from this, you piece of shit?
I really loved Matthew McConaughey. Like if Matthew McConaughey was in that show,
that's also one of his spirit animals. He has a few.
No, McConaughey I get. I don't like rom-com era McConaughey though. I never appreciated him.
Like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Like that is an ultimate for me. Guess.
Okay, I like that one though better than this one.
But that one has its own red flags on the way.
Of course.
Yeah. But this one, like literally, like I remember it being cheesy, but this was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Fucking so J-Lo is just like phoning it in. Like she's so over the top, so over dramatic. Like she almost reminds me of like who's that girl you like, Gina Rodriguez in like a telenovela kind of thing,
sure,
right? And it's just it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And like her chemistry with like McConaughey is like in and out. Like they have scenes where they are like you can feel it, and then other times where it's just like, hey, that's not going going places. It was horrible. No, I probably will not revisit this movie.
I don't think you should.
I don't think I'll ever revisit this movie.
I think it's time for it to go.
Especially his hair. Like they bleed the makeup team, their hair and makeup
did a bad job.
Shame on you.
Yeah,
chuck it in the vault and lock it away forever.
Never talk about it again. It's done. It's done. We're never revisiting.
Never.
No. Good.
It's over. On to the next.
Oh, you want my worst?
Yeah.
Hit us with your worst.
I don't like doing this as a worst, but I also don't really have a choice. And I mean, it's a worst, and it gets brownie points for it being Canadian, but Skinamarink is my worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I went and saw it at the Playhouse, which big shout outs to the Playhouse. I love the Playhouse so much. And like the crowd was great.
Oh, perfect.
And there was like a decent amount of people there. Like I went on last Saturday at like 9:30 and like it was pretty packed. Like there was like, again, like 40, 50-ish people in there. It was busy. Which I'm all about, especially for like a small Canadian film. And like I give it points for creativity and for trying to do something a little bit different. But like its whole point is to give you this feeling of when you're a young kid, really young, like 5, 6, 7, and you stay up way too late and like the house starts fucking with your mind a little bit. Like you hear noises or
Buddy, as a child, I'm 30 years old and that's still
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? Well, I still feel that.
It's as I said, it's designed to give you the feeling of like when you were a kid and things would freak you out even more.
It's so true though. I'm having nostalgic flashbacks right now. You saying that.
The second you turn the light off, you gotta right
to your bed.
100%. So it's like the main plot is like these two kids are in the house, their dad disappears, and then the doors and windows of the house start disappearing. And they're kind of like trapped inside with some sort of entity.
Okay.
Spooky. And it's done.
It's like a ghost story kind of thing?
Kind of. And it's done like found footage style.
Okay.
But its time frame is like the 90s. So like they put a lot of like artificial film grain on everything. And there's like a lot of like stereo pop sounds like of just like the crackling sort of like crackling going over it, but
the tracking crackling, right?
Yes, tracking, exactly. And like there's a lot of like grainy lines over top of like the images and stuff like that. Okay, so atmosphere, great. Story, it does invoke what it's supposed to invoke, so okay, great. Brownie points for it being Canadian, sure, I'm into it. The things I didn't like about it: do you enjoy films where you only see the corners of rooms? Because that's mainly what this movie is.
What do you mean the corners of rooms?
Is it like Paranormal Activity?
Okay, so a lot of people are comparing it to Paranormal Activity. Here's the thing. Paranormal Activity, they took the time to explain the setup and there was an actual like plot going on.
Yeah.
Like you kind of knew what was unfolding. You kind of saw like glimpses. You kind of got to know the characters. And there's no getting to know any character. There's no setup of cameras. It's just the cameras just are, but like they're like one will be down here in the corner pointing up at the ceiling, and that'll be it. It'll just hold on that for like a minute.
But why is the camera? Why is the camera there? Like,
good question. You'll never know. So and then another one will be like on the floor facing the couch, and there's like children's toys in front of it because there's two kids as like the main characters, so that you never see the kids' faces. You never.
Is the father like just like
he's just gone?
No, but like, is it like? Did they explain something about like why the father has cameras in the house?
Nope.
Cool. Love that.
It's so like my problem with it is like it wanted to do a lot of things, but it was very art housey.
Yeah.
Just like.
But I feel like that almost sounds try hard.
but like with found footage movies, like the camera has to make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in order to tell, like you're using the camera to tell the story, right? Like someone has to be behind the camera or have a reason why the camera is there.
Yeah. There's a couple moments at work where like
that's fun. That's gonna frustrate the fuck out of me.
Yeah. It's most of the movie is very frustrating because you're like, I'm like, I don't understand why this shot is the way that it is.
Yeah.
There's a couple moments that are genuinely like, ooh, that's fucking terrifying. Like the kid is like, it's like POV style. And like he's got like a flashlight or whatever. And like there's like a whisper telling him to look under the bed. That was fucking creepy. Don't ever fucking look under the bed.
Never.
Yeah, no.
So there's like shit like that was legitimately like, ooh, that's fucking creepy. But honestly, if your idea of scares is super, super fucking quiet, followed by a very loud noise, that's all you're going to get. It's jump scares all the way through. With some creepy moments sprinkled throughout, but it's honestly like, it's not
sad.
It's not great. There was only one moment that got the entire theater and made the entire theater laugh afterwards because it was just so fucking ridiculous. But otherwise, it's mainly just like shots of ceilings and floors and corners of rooms. And there's a lot of old timey like archival cartoon footage because the kids are up late watching cartoons. And then a lot. Oh yeah. And the other thing that pissed me off too is the audio is fucking atrocious. Like the kids are whispering.
Yeah.
And so there's times where I guess they thought it was audible enough. It was not. I have no fucking clue what the kid said. And like there was times where they realized it's not audible enough. So most of the movie has fucking subtitles so that you can fucking understand what the fuck they're whispering and saying.
I was just about to say, was there subtitles?
Yeah, there was. But at moments that did make sense, but then there was other moments where you definitely needed subtitles and they didn't put them there. I have no fucking clue what was said. No clue whatsoever.
That's unfortunate.
But as I said, brownie points for it being a small, low budget Canadian horror film that tries. It just didn't execute in the way that I wanted it to. And I didn't
like
love
it had potential. It just wasn't executed.
Yeah. And like people were like, oh yeah, this is scary. Like it really like fucking makes you like feel like what it's like to be like a young kid at night. I watched it and I went, I mean, I guess the atmosphere is there, but it just the rest of it just doesn't come together in the way that is enjoyable or that in a way that I could ever recommend to someone. I'll recommend it to you because you'll watch it, but like
there's not much I wouldn't watch.
I was gonna say he'll watch anything
except Sallow for a second time.
You know they're comparing Infinity Pool to Sallow.
Yeah, Sallow meets Mamma Mia, buddy. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm fucking in.
It doesn't go as far as Sallow, but it's pretty fucking far.
Anyway, I was gonna say, what does go as far as Sallow?
If you're thinking about a horror movie or something that's a little bit more fucking gross or gruesome, go watch Infinity Pool. Don't fucking watch Skinamarink. Or like watch Skinamarink if you want to support Canadian cinema at least, but that's about it. I can't say otherwise.
I'm super sad about that.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, there's the worst.
There's the worst. Is it time, James?
Oh, homie, it's always time. It's never not time
for the Shutter Minute.
Evil lurking deep inside, its darkness knows no limit. So listen closely if you dare. This is the Shutter Minute.
I think this is like Tony's face. Like, why does Tony has a segment, Dave has a segment. What the fuck is my segment?
Yeah, I think
but you gotta get your own segment. It's season 2. Man. You gotta step up your game.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what my segment is.
Yeah,
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Give it up. All right.
What do you got for us?
For the Shutter Minute, we have a movie called The Lair.
The Lair.
This came out fairly recently. It came out. Well, you guys would be listening to this on Tuesday. The Lair came out the Thursday or Friday on Shudder.
Nice.
It's directed by Neil Marshall. Horror fans will know him from he was the director of The Descent.
Oh, okay.
That
horrible movie.
Yeah.
Horrible,
buddy. You're gonna upset the internet.
Horrible.
No one likes The Descent.
I hate it so much.
I'm kidding. A lot of people like The Descent.
Everyone fucking loves The Descent.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I can appreciate it, but like, no, nightmares for weeks.
Then it did its job.
No,
it did its job.
I don't ever want to see that again.
It's perfect.
It's it. Yeah. There you go. He also directed that abomination that we like to call Hellboy.
The David Harbour one?
David Harbour one. Are you kidding me? Fucking Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was
like,
GDT, the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course it was the David Harbour one. Fuck.
Anyways, so everyone was really pumped for this. Everyone loves Neil Marshall. They want a good Neil Marshall horror movie. Unfortunately, this movie is not it.
Right.
Long story short, fighter pilots flying over Afghanistan. She gets shot down. Taliban gets after her. She finds herself into a bunker that was run by the Russians.
Right.
They were doing science experiments, all that funny shit.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Dune?
Yeah.
Have you ever played the games?
Yes.
That.
Okay. Gotcha. So it's like it's a no IP.
It's basically Resident Evil monster had sex with a Doom monster, and they produced whatever the fuck this thing was.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I will give it brownie points though. All the monster effects were amazing. The buckets of blood, like there's one scene where and I didn't really finish. She gets into the lair, and then she basically has to like find herself out. Right. And then she gets like rescued by the team, but like they're battling the Taliban and the monsters at the same time. Yeah, so
that's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Actually sounds like a good movie.
It's not.
No, but like those movies that like are so bad they're good.
This is not that.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's just bad. I'm getting that it's just not very good.
But like it looked just so cheap. Like the explosions look cheap. The gunfire looks like I did it on Final Cut, like in film school.
Okay.
It's just. I'm not as hard up on fucking Neil Marshall as some horror fans are.
Sure.
I saw a lot of the reviews compare it to one of his earlier works, Dog Soldiers. I've never seen Dog Soldiers, but seeing like some of like the monsters and Dog Soldiers and comparing it to this, I can see the comparisons and stuff.
Sure.
It reminded me a lot of Doomsday. If you remember Doomsday, that was like kind of like a Mad Max-esque monsters, that kind of bullshit. Either way, if you like buckets of blood, definitely seek it out. Right. If you just want like a throwaway, seek it out. If you're a fan of Neil Marshall,
sure.
I didn't personally like it. I did like the one part where the one guy gets like punched through the back of the head and the monster's arm comes out its mouth.
That's amazing.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I like that. I love that.
But other than that, like it was pretty forgettable. But I will say like it did pick up. Like that last 30 minutes was pretty intense.
Good. Okay.
But then like it's a race against time. Like the army's found out that the secret's out and they got to drop a bomb, and
of course.
Right?
Now you got a ticking clock.
Ticking clock. And then monsters coming at you. And then the Taliban coming at you.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I feel like I'm just gonna not.
No,
I feel like I'm just gonna pass.
Yeah, just pass along.
Yeah. Oh, I should have also mentioned. Speaking since we're in the Shudder minute, Skinamarink was bought by Shudder, so
fantastic.
It will be on Shudder.
All right,
so
we'll probably be talking about it on the Shudder minute.
Yes. Yeah, you can bring it back around once it's out of Shudder.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here to debate that topic. If you come back and say you love it, we're gonna have a lively debate. Yeah.
And folks, that is the Shudder minute.
I love it. So we're on to our main topic, which was a small film that came out.
Yeah.
An Amazon Prime OG.
Yeah. By this actress that everyone seems to love.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Just Melissa.
Just me.
Just Melissa.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez.
And the funnier thing.
Yeah.
Armie Hammer was supposed to be in this movie.
Yes.
Cringe City. What a cringe city time. Like, no way. No thanks.
And they went with Josh Duhamel to fucking replace him. Also, whack.
Yeah.
We're, of course, talking about Shotgun Wedding.
Yes. Which, you know what? To be fair to this movie, it delivered on its title. There was a shotgun. There was a wedding.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah. No notes. It delivered on the title.
The bride was actually holding the shotgun, too, at one point.
Exactly.
Came full circle.
It was all there. It was right in the poster. It told you what was going to happen.
Exactly.
So what do we all think?
Okay, so
please try to convince me that this was a good movie.
It's not that it was. That's nobody's saying it's good. Okay. Like nobody's saying this was like a peak cinema or anything.
Oh no! It's not.
It's definitely not. But I liked it and enjoyed it enough to I will watch it again because it's a fun JLo movie.
Right.
And like that's the only reason I would watch it again.
Do you think this is
But I actually, you know what? It is a okay. Here's my might be a little controversial.
Okay, go for it.
This is a JLo movie, but was it? Was it a Jennifer Coolidge movie? Because I think it was. She stole the scene in every shot she was in.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Like, I just want to be her. She's who I want to be when I grow up, and that's it. That's period.
Divorce Tony and just live your best life.
I will.
Eccentrically. And just like have a bunch of boyfriends, and that's it. You can be Jennifer Coolidge.
I just love her so much.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
She's absolutely wonderful.
She was absolutely wonderful in this. I will say that, and I will give her that. I'm also wondering if this is like peak mom cinema. Like this is like a mom would like this movie.
Yes,
I know my mom would like this
my
movie.
mom would be all over it.
Same. My mom would love this.
Last episode we were talking about dad cinema. It was like dad action movies. Gerard Butler's dad action.
Oh my God, that's so true.
It's so true.
J-Lo delivering a mom movie. Like just straight up, what mom won't love this?
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
There's slapstick hilarity with a golf cart going over a cliff that definitely should have stopped propelling itself forward at literally any moment. I don't understand. Did the pedal get stuck to the floor? Why was it accelerating when they jumped out?
Right. Actually, you're right. I didn't think of that.
I was like, I don't. That thing should have just come to a halt.
Coming in with the technical.
Oh my God. And then I enjoyed everything about her holding onto her grenade. That was fun. And then letting that go. I don't know how they didn't get shot on the zip line, but that's okay. I'm going to let that go.
Yeah. There's so many like.
Yeah. The movie had to movie.
Of course.
I just love when he like the first kill when the guy falls back and hits his head on the rock.
Oh,
and it's just just kill the guy. Oh no, I killed the guy.
God,
That was like
scared.
I felt like that was a genuine reaction.
Yeah.
Like I would probably be like, I got him, but like, what did I just do? Like
that moment, great.
But then like the blood fainting and all that fucking shit. Okay, that's a cheat.
Had to keep coming back, and like they had to pay it off.
That's a cop out.
It's such an overdone thing.
Yeah, and then of course I was just like, you're using a fucking meat slicer to cut through your fucking things. Of course, shit's gonna go wrong.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then like even Josh Duhamel like trying to get over the counter to like tackle the guy. I was like, dude, you fucking like you were like a seal coming out of Marineland, like just trying to like get over it. Like you couldn't like run over it or slide. No, throw a frying pan at him. Like what are you doing?
My favorite was they kept mentioning that Josh Duhamel was a baseball player.
Oh yes,
I kept saying it to Melissa. I was like, he's a baseball player, Melissa.
It's gonna come into play.
He's gonna come into play.
He's gonna have to do something because he's a baseball player.
Set that grenade to hit with a bat.
That he found. It was just like decoration. He's like, I can use this as a bat.
Bam, straight into him. Yeah, of course.
But like, wouldn't that grenade like instantly explode if you like?
I mean, yeah, because you kind of shocked it into.
Yeah, like
I mean, it is on a fuse timer, so it should still have a delay. But like, I feel like if you hit it, it probably is going to be upset.
You got to think like he's hitting that like pretty fucking hard.
Yeah,
right.
I did appreciate that. How do you know so much about grenades? Video games. And I was like, accurate. That's an accurate moment.
Yeah. I like what. I feel like they just it was nice that they went on vacation to make a movie. That always sounds fine.
Okay, but did it as soon as it started, did it not like make you think of our wedding? And I was like, this could have happened.
A little bit.
This could have been us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities happening.
So many.
I was like,
I was dying.
Buddy, like,
maybe that's another reason why I kind of like enjoyed it, because I was like, ha, this could have been us.
It could have been.
It was great. It was definitely great timing with it coming out, and it like just so happened coming out just after our wedding. So like we were kind of nostalgic for our wedding watching it, and that's what made it a little bit enjoyable. And I think it would be one of those reasons for us to keep coming back to it. Right. I
appreciated that Pony by Genuine came on for a brief moment. I had a good chuckle about that existing. I don't know what was that? Was that Cheech?
Cheech Marin, yeah, it was.
It was fucking Cheech as her dad, and then fucking the entire thing with Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, don't get me started with fucking Lenny Kravitz.
What is Lenny Kravitz doing in this movie?
He is literally like he shouldn't have been given any lines because
he's just so beautiful, and
and it's just so unfortunate.
It is so unfortunate. He is a really, really beautiful man. And like
I will say the moment in the helicopter where Darcy Carden kicks the guy out of the helicopter, he's just like, what the fuck? It was like so great. I was just like,
they probably didn't tell him.
What the hell?
Yeah, they probably, maybe they didn't say anything, and that was a genuine reaction.
Oh my god! But even Darcy is the villain. She doesn't fit that role at all either.
The villains were terrible.
Like
it was all like fucking the only reason we figured it all out was like that Darcy and Lenny's characters were together was because fucking his dad is a fucking creeper with a video camera.
He just so happened to film at the right time. Like,
and look, I zoomed in. Look how perfectly framed it was. It's not like it was in the background of something. It was just like, no, I purposely found this moment and then sat on it for an entire day.
It didn't say anything. No, oh my God. Yeah, no one's saying it was peak cinema, but it was like fun.
It was fun-ish, yeah. And I will say that like Jennifer Lopez was significantly better in this than mostly. Yeah. I keep leading up to this. I keep telling Melissa that because we watched a couple of J-Lo's past movies.
Yeah.
She's always different. When you look at her in her romantic comedies, it's much different than when she's in a drama.
It's so true.
Yes. And I feel like she's putting more of an effort into the dramas. Like when you see a movie like Hustlers, like right, like she's trying. She's trying. And she's like
justice for J-Lo. She deserved an Oscar.
Absolutely, or at least the nomination. But like she embodies that character, right?
100%.
Whereas like with the romantic comedies, like J-Lo is just like acting and she's being over the top, and it's just not like
super genuine.
It's not super genuine. It's fake. She's being a character.
Yes. And then after watching Hustlers, I was like, oh yeah, this is Jennifer Lopez can act.
Yeah, like she can,
and it's just like I forget.
She just keeps doing fucking movies that don't require her to actually act.
Exactly, but like you see her in other movies. You see her in Selena when she did that biopic,
of course.
Right? Like she's trying. Out of Sight's another one. Like she's literally steaming up the screen with Clooney, and the other one, Melissa, you really like it. Enough.
I love that movie.
Right? She's giving her all in that one.
Yeah, she is.
But like and I feel like maybe that's it. Like I think like there's a lot of times that we'll say like someone understood the assignment, and it's like I feel like not that she understands the assignment, but she knows the type of movie that she's in, and she knows she doesn't have to fucking even try. She's there to be pretty, and she'll just do that.
And people are just going to go to the theater just her name on it, and butts in the seats.
Yeah, butts in the seats. Yeah. Which I mean, I will say in this one, I feel like she did try a little bit more, and I think it's because it was kind of like a weird hybrid action romantic comedy thing. Like there was a lot more action moments to it, where like she had to do shit.
Yeah.
But still, I had.
People are saying that they like Marry Me a lot more. Like the chemistry between her and Owen Wilson was better, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the chemistry was better, but that movie was atrociously awful.
Exactly. I think this Marry Me was garbage, but I would watch Shotgun Wedding over that in a second, right? Like it was just more. It was more fun. Plus, when you got, I feel like this one benefited from its supporting characters, right?
Oh yeah,
because even though Lenny Kravitz was garbage, he was still fun to watch, like amusing, because you're just like, haha, this is so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Right.
And also Josh Duhamel threatening him with a pin to his eyeball.
Yeah. Like,
and then also
the stupidity of the fucking of the pirates. Like, Jesus Christ, come on.
B, the stupidity of Jennifer Lopez standing there with a fucking shotgun and doing nothing about it to the point of getting it taken away from her. What are you doing?
Why didn't you pull the trigger right off the bat? You literally would have just stopped him in
pointing it at anybody else. Shoot the pirates.
Yeah. No, she wasn't using her brain.
No.
There's so many moments where it's just like, why haven't you shot them already?
I think it's because she's trying to look hot. Like that was the whole point of the scene, was for her to look hot.
Everything about them trying to like get that cell phone signal too, and they go up that tower before they end up ziplining. It was like, why are you like hanging over the sun? What do you do? Why are you making all of this noise? Just fucking, and then fucking Josh Duhamel's like vertigo, like at heights, and like
What bothered me was the fighting, that they kept arguing throughout the entire movie, like throughout all these situations. And like at first it was like kind of funny because I was like, that'd be me and Tony. And then it just like kept going, and I was like, okay, you know what? Like, we get it. You guys are arguing.
And also, like, his plans weren't all that complicated.
Of course not.
No, they weren't. Like when she's like, oh, it's got to be a one step.
No, it doesn't.
No, literally. It was real, but I feel like it was. Yeah, it was over the top, but some of the reactions were genuinely realistic, right?
Yes.
Because like, what would you do in those kind of moments? And you're thinking back, it's like, yeah, I could see myself doing that.
That is what I thought. So like when they first came and like with the guns and they were shooting and like telling everyone to like come to the pool, and they were all kind of reacting weird and like, oh, but my phone. Like I was like, oof, that's me. Like, that's me. Because like I guess in like a state of shock, you don't know how to react. I don't know. I've never been in that situation. So
also speaking of, oh, but my phone. What was with that subplot between the best man and her sister? What
terrible.
the fuck
also
was
terrible.
that? And why was that there? Why?
Yeah.
And why did they keep bringing it back up?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh man. Yeah, but no, but he's great. Like he's from what's that show called that we
You're
like?
the worst.
Yeah, I like him as an actor.
Sure.
But like that whole scene, like that whole subplot was stupid and unnecessary.
Yeah,
Desmond Borges.
Yeah,
I literally cheered when he came on the screen. Like I fucking love this guy from You're the Worst, and he's just playing that same character. It's just it's stupid. It's over the top, but he just has such a lovable face.
I guess. I was just like, I don't know why this fucking plot is here.
There was no reason for it.
Oh, they slept together. Great. Why? Who? There's pirates. I don't care about this.
I absolutely loved the part where the girl in white was like, "Isn't that the bride?" And she's like, "Oh no, I'm just a guest."
Oh,
she didn't know you couldn't wear white to a wedding. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I can relate." Like, oof, you don't wear white to any wedding events.
Never.
That's a no.
Ever, never,
but,
ever.
Yeah,
even if there's another color in it.
No.
Even if it's not just white.
No.
But like, come on, Jennifer Coolidge with a fucking AK in her hand.
Yes.
Yes,
like,
that was
no
everything.
Notes.
Yes.
No
everything.
notes. And the song, James, I've been singing that goddamn song for the past 3 days.
I can confirm.
That's fair.
We haven't stopped listening to it.
That's fair. That one's good. Josh Duhamel trying to shoot a Mac 10, also hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
The entire thing on the boat was fucking weird because, okay, let's also remember that on the parasail, neither Josh Duhamel or Lenny Kravitz was strapped into the parasail. They were both holding on.
That's so true.
They cut the rope, and now Lenny Kravitz is flying back towards helicopter blades. Let go!
Yeah.
You're not tied in.
It's
Just
so
let
true.
go. There's water underneath you. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be alive. You won't be fucking minced meat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't kill me.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
like, I'm happy they all died fine. All the bad guys died and the good people live.
Yes.
And then the Filipino army shows up, which good timing, everybody. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, because I couldn't get a cell phone signal. What the fuck? I wanted everybody to be present. No. Book a better resort, you fucking piece of shit.
Literally.
Oh, but who were was it Margie? Marge and her husband.
Yeah.
Other people that needed to be in it more.
Yes.
Like, they needed to be, like, Marge was so sweet and she's just so funny. And like the chemistry with the husband, just like
so good.
Yeah, they were
so
great.
good.
They were
so
great.
very good.
Right.
And then like I appreciated at the end. I know friend of the podcast, Josh Fuel, will like the fact that there is something that happens over the credits.
Yes.
Which he always enjoys. I mean, it wasn't a blooper reel, but it was a sing-along, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Josh was saying, for context, because Josh was saying he was waiting for the blooper reel at the end of Plane.
Yeah.
Oh. And I told him how you were waiting for a post-credit scene.
Yeah, I was.
Plane 2. But yeah, like I was like, oh, look at that. There's like a little fun musical romp. That's fun. I wonder if J-Lo's going to say, oh, well, who cares? It doesn't really matter.
It was a moment that didn't need to be.
No.
It didn't need to be there, but it's fine.
But it was there. I watched it just because I wanted to see what the fuck happened. And maybe I was really hoping for a blooper reel.
At the beginning, when Jennifer Coolidge sees all the pirates before they even get captured, that was my favorite part. She was like screaming bloody murder, and I was laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
It was just so funny. I just love her.
I love her.
She's in every scene she was in. I just love her.
Yeah. She's incredible. She's having a really good
she is. I'm so
renaissance
happy she's in
right
things now. Like I missed her.
Like her in both seasons of The White Lotus. Perfect.
I was saying to Tony that I feel like her being in a J-Lo movie is a big deal because J-Lo's a big deal. But also J-Lo being in a movie with Jennifer Coolidge is a big deal.
It's a big deal now.
Coolidge.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that's cool. I love her. She's great.
Yeah, I was happy to see her.
Woman.
I'm like, oh, good. This is gonna be fun. But like, yeah, you're right though. Like, I cared more about Jennifer Coolidge than Jennifer Lopez.
I do feel like it was a Jennifer Coolidge movie.
Now, there's one thing I want to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie was delayed because of COVID, but it was also delayed because the lead actor turned out to be
a cannibal.
A little bit of a cannibal.
Yeah.
Oof.
Could you imagine Armie Hammer in a role like this?
No.
They already didn't have good chemistry, Josh and J-Lo. Like, I didn't feel like their chemistry was super good. Like, it could have been better. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't The Wedding Planner.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how much they changed. Like, I wonder if they changed like the script at all. Like, was Armie Hammer supposed to be a baseball player? Because I can't even believe that.
Right.
Like I just like I'm trying to slot Armie Hammer into Josh Duhamel's role, and I can't put him there. I don't know how that would go or why. Like the acting choices that he would make. I mean, even
before the cannibalism, why was that a good match?
Yeah, well, he would have been fine with Lenny Kravitz because it's minced human. He would have been all over that. He would have just jumped in the water to eat. But
even so, like I can't see like Armie Hammer isn't like he was never that kind of actor to begin with.
No.
Yeah, he had that kind of romance and like Call Me by Your Name and like all
I guess.
Right, but like in a role like this, like back and forth with J-Lo, like
who
thought that was a good idea?
No, I don't understand what casting was thinking picking Armie Hammer for that, and like his acting choices in general, like the films that he was in, don't line up to now it's time to make a rom-com with fucking Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Like you're not. Well, he's never going to be at that stage of his career, but like he was not at that stage of his career anyway, prior to all the fucking eating humans.
Exactly. And like I just watching the movie, and I was just thinking back, like how
yeah.
how is this ever an option?
Yeah.
How is it going to work?
No
like,
idea.
It almost like worked in your favor.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy at least that it was Josh Duhamel, even though it wasn't great and it didn't make anything all that much better. But I just there's no way I could picture Armie Hammer in it.
Yeah.
I don't know who would be better. Who would be your dream casting instead of Josh Duhamel
That's
that
hard.
role?
That's for that role.
Matthew McConaughey.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's a legacy sequel to The Wedding Planner.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It just had to be. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. They just had to have more chemistry.
Yeah.
Like I also just can't picture Armie Hammer there, but it just had to be someone better than what was chosen and what was supposed to be chosen, because those are two awful choices.
But you can see why it got dumped on streaming.
Oh yeah, no, it makes sense as to why it's on fucking Prime.
Yeah, like it'll do well on Prime, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But
the moms will love it.
The moms will love it.
It is a mom's movie.
Yeah.
It is. You're right.
Yeah, I'm sure my mom's gonna watch it soon, and she'll tell me it was great, and she loved every minute of it.
My mom will say it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It was so great. It was perfect. It was 5 out of 5 stars.
We laughed so much.
Yeah. Oscar nominations all around for everybody. It's the best movie they're going to see this year. 100%.
It's been a pretty good. It's been pretty decent so far. Like there's been some fun things this year.
Yeah. No, I just mean like it's moms will love it, and that's fine. You know what? Moms are allowed to love movies.
Of course they are.
So dads can watch fucking Plane and fucking come away going, Plane.
Yeah.
Like. Dead simple plot. You can shut your fucking brain off. This one,
shut your brain off
and just kind of enjoy it. It's
there you go.
Have a few laughs.
Harmless fun.
Yeah.
I mean, not super harmless. A lot of people got killed.
A lot of pirates got killed.
A lot of pirates got. That was
Lenny Kravitz.
That was another thing. Well, spoiler alert if anyone wanted to know. I don't know where I was going with that. The hostages.
Yeah.
No one died.
Nope.
Yeah.
It was just the pirates.
The worst pirates.
Abnormal.
Yeah.
Very abnormal.
Not realistic. Actually, no, wait. Did someone get shot on the beach?
Yeah, but he was running away, but he just got shot. And it just went, it just grazed him, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like it wasn't like a...
Can't kill the hostages.
I guess
you can't kill the pirates.
Yeah. Only the pirates.
And the pilots like go like violently, like...
Yeah, one of them got his fucking face lit on fire.
And that was everything.
Right at the beginning. I was like,
enjoyed that scene.
Shit.
It was pretty. It got pretty vicious.
Yeah.
And like J-Lo like blew 2 of them up too on the zip line.
Like there was a lot of bodies exploding in this movie, which was.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it.
A lot of
grenades
blood.
for some reason. A lot of blood. A lot of like
an obscene amount of blood.
Yeah.
Oh, can we also just talk about really quickly how Josh, was it Duhamel? Duhamel. He rejected J-Lo like from hooking up with her at the beginning because he wanted to work on the centerpieces.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No.
I'm sorry. If J-Lo's like bent over with her fucking ass in the air, like, buddy, like,
yeah. I mean, he was definitely like the one that was trying to plan that wedding. And
for sure.
As someone that planned a wedding.
Bro.
I get it. But also, but bruh. It's being offered you on a silver platter.
Like, legit.
You could not have a more opportune moment.
Like,
I don't understand what you're
doing.
Bad decision on his part.
Exactly. Terrible. You don't turn that down.
No.
What are you doing?
And
the centerpieces will be there. What is it going to take you? 6 minutes total?
Not even 6 seconds, bro.
Like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I feel like Josh Duhamel's got a little bit of stamina, but like still, like 6 minutes later, you go back to the centerpieces. This isn't your whole fucking night.
It's okay.
James is really angry about that.
Just don't.
It doesn't make sense.
Don't look a fucking gift horse in the mouth. It's right there.
Exactly.
It's just like, take me. And you're like, nah, centerpieces, bro. What? No, stop. No.
Just give me 10 minutes. I just need to find this, finish this centerpiece.
No, thank you.
No,
absolutely
bad
not.
decisions.
What a guy.
But then, it was Chekhov's centerpiece because it had to come back around later on.
Oh my God, that's right. It did. Oh my God. So many things I'm forgetting.
So much foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yes,
right
so
there.
much foreshadowing.
It was right there. It needed to come back around and give her a moment of like, oh my God, I love him. And also, he was a baseball player.
Yeah,
did you not see him catch that ring?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
He's a baseball player. You would have known.
You would have never known.
You would have been like, how did he catch that ring?
Yeah,
and you're
that
like,
would have been crazy. He plays baseball.
He plays minor league baseball.
Yeah.
And he's 40. Okay.
Oh Lord.
See, like, Armie Hammer's not playing minor league baseball at 40. Like,
no, Josh Duhamel looks like he plays minor league baseball at 40 and is now like not getting his contract renewed.
Exactly.
And like, Armie Hammer does not. Armie Hammer looks like he eats people.
Because he does.
Oh. He does.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah.
So many oofs.
So is this a recommend?
If you are a mom, seek this movie out and enjoy it. Really, honestly, like if you just want something fucking harmless and hilarious and
something you don't have to think. There's not a lot of thinking because like the twists and the plot are just
it's very easy. It's a very easy to watch.
Easy watch, yes.
If you know what, Sunday afternoon movie.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday afternoon movie.
Yeah.
You got nothing else on the go. Maybe you're folding some laundry or something.
Folding the laundry. Dave will definitely be folding laundry.
This is a Dave folding laundry movie.
Love that.
That's it. And if that's your vibe, if you like to put something on where you fold baskets upon baskets of laundry because you let it pile up too long like Dave does, throw in Chuck on Wedding. You have the time.
It's true.
You don't have to pay attention all that much. You can focus on the socks that you're finding matching pairs for and not
and you'll
have to
still
worry
be able to
about
understand what's going on in the movie.
100%. You're not missing anything. You'll get it.
Yeah.
There's grenades. There's people that die. And there's hilarity.
You forgot about Aunt Marie.
Fucking Aunt Marie.
Poor Aunt Marie.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
What a ridiculous revelation to put right at the end of that movie. I was like, what the fuck?
My review on Letterboxd is poor Aunt Marie.
The movie was going in a direction and then they made that joke and I was like,
sex fiend Aunt Marie.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You're not perfect. Your dad had sex with Aunt Marie.
What the hell?
And then she like goes down a dark path.
What's the tall, dark, and handsome? Like, what are you doing? Jennifer, what are you doing?
What is happening?
And everyone's just horrified. This is your son's wedding.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe another time.
Yeah. I'm glad Aunt Marie wasn't
Lord.
invited to the wedding. That's probably for the best.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I didn't think of that either because she wasn't important
Aunt Marie is
enough
the
to get
black sheep of the family now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'd say so. This the same thing you said.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't this wouldn't be at the top of my watch list.
No, but
like
you got nothing else to do.
got nothing else to do.
Throw it on. Enjoy
Nice
it.
rom-com.
And if you're a mom, definitely throw it on.
100%. If you're a mom,
Valentine's
A+.
Day's coming up.
Hey.
Be a nice movie.
No,
to
it's
throw
like
on.
cute and
It's a
like
cutie.
fun
Yeah.
and mindless.
Yeah, you have some laughs, make some popcorn, shove it all in your mouth. It's fine. You'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. Listen, it's fucking it's 2023. Shit's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Like
It's time to turn your brain off.
We need
Exactly.
some. We
we
need
need some
time.
we need some distractions.
Watch a movie that got delayed because of COVID and a cannibal. It's great.
Oh my God.
It's fucking great.
That could be a movie, COVID and a Cannibal.
Oh my God.
Pretty much writes itself.
It does.
writes itself.
Sell it to Shudder.
Shudder would probably take it.
They would. They would. Shudder's taken a lot of things, so they'll take it. Well, anyway, this was great.
This was great.
I don't think we don't have a new blues or anything today.
Oh,
so
no,
that's okay.
No, yeah.
But
no, I haven't bought any of my Blu-rays yet since, I'm constantly buying. I didn't buy any this week.
None this week. You didn't have like.
I have a crazy obsession.
Yeah. I figured it's a rotating door of Amazon packages that show up here, right? Yeah.
All for me.
All for you.
Not for Tony at all.
You got the Amazon alerts. Oh, fucking
importing those like special editions from Britain.
Oh, Big Nights on sale for $4.99. Better pick that up.
It's Shout Factory. Gotta get that.
Got it. Oh man.
Goodness.
Gotta get your Arrow, your Shout, your Criterion, your fucking what the fuck is the other one?
Vinegar Syndrome.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even know that was one.
It's a new one.
It keeps going.
Great.
It keeps going.
I know most of the names you were spouting out there, but I didn't know that one. So
it's a new one.
Cool, great. We're gonna have to see that
visit Unobstructed View for all of your other needs.
Your boutiques.
God.
It's a great time. Like, the cases, they just look so pretty.
Yeah.
I get it to a point. Dave, we love you. We love you.
Yeah. Slow it down, buddy.
Slow it down a little.
Slow it down. You don't need the Amazon alerts.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, he has Amazon alerts.
He does not.
He does not. He's on Amazon like every day in the Blu-ray section.
I was gonna say
sorting by lowest price. Oh, fucking another 48 hours is $3.99. Better pick that up. Why? You don't need it.
It's 4K and he has the original.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Stop. No. That's so true though.
We love you, Dave.
Yeah,
we love you.
We do. We also miss your little segment. It's a missing spot, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out for sure.
Maybe I'll just start buying new Blu-rays and it'll be Mel's Blues.
Yeah. Mel's New Blues.
Mel's New Blues.
I like that. You can do that. So I bought the wedding planner.
Oh no!
It's in 4K. If any movie needs to be in 4K,
God.
It is the wedding planner.
We have to know. I'm gonna have to ask Dave if he owns the wedding planner.
He probably.
Okay.
No, does he not?
He doesn't.
Okay. That's
well,
I know about 75% of his collection.
Yeah, he should put it like he should have like a website.
We had a website, and then our website like fucking like RIP to DVD aficionado.
Yeah, like it like disappeared.
It disappeared.
He used to have a record.
Yeah,
it was
full
cool.
running record. Yeah,
it's cool as shit.
Yeah,
and it had like the special edition. It had every special edition that it had. So you just like. You can build it out, yeah.
Right.
I have a domain that I can use and give you a subdomain.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
All right,
fantastic. You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first.
I need to do something, man. And it's getting to be too much. It's like fucking Blockbuster downstairs.
Oh, fuck.
It really is, though.
Oh my god.
Tony's like, we need some new shelves. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like making our basement look like a Blockbuster.
See, like if Blockbuster was still around and going out of business, now would be the time. You could have bought the fixtures.
You could have bought them. Right.
Like, you could have just set it up like Blockbuster where it's like the case facing outwards so you can see it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Organize it by genre. Because if it's not a new release, you got to organize. New release is organized by title. Everything else organized by genre, then title for your 7-day rentals.
Tony's like, yes.
Yeah. Well, you weren't like, were you? No, I know we're like way off topic right now, but like,
it's fine.
You weren't. I always remembered you guys were library people more than you were Blockbuster, weren't you?
No, well, it hit a point. I think Blockbuster was on its way out, and we figured, and plus, like, the library had a lot of random stuff, like obscene, like obscure.
I was always,
and plus, if they didn't have it, you could literally just request it.
I was always
like their Criterion collection is like basically thanks to me and Dave.
Yeah. I just honestly like I was always blown away by like the Hamilton Library System's fucking movie things. Mississauga was not like that at all.
He's the one that told me about it, and I thought it was really cool. Yeah.
I had to go to we had like a Rogers Video near us and Blockbuster, which was convenient.
Yeah.
But like that's what I had to pay for those, but like because the Mississauga Library System's movie rentals were fucking junk. Like nothing that I needed except if I needed like they were pretty good for like educational shit. So like I think I was working like on a project in high school and it was like World War II and like they had one of those like fucking insane box sets of like 28 editions of like World War II shit, and I was like, all right, this is fucking helpful because I can just like rent these and like watch it instead of having to read a textbook. But like like not nearly the same. So I was always jealous of you guys having like like I'd come over to your house, you had stacks. I'm like, where the fuck do you get all these? Oh, the library. I'm like, the fuck? Like,
oh man, when they started getting PS3 games back in the day,
yeah.
Jesus.
That's so cool.
Yeah, see, never. All my game rentals had to come from Blockbuster, and not the Blockbuster near me. I had to go all the way the fuck down to the Aaron Mills Town Center Blockbuster.
No.
Your life
Because
was
that
hard.
one had the game zone that had all the games that I could then rent, but the one near me did not. I will say though that the Rogers Video did have an adults only section in the back, and I do know that for sure.
We were just talking about that.
We were just watching a show, and they had
watching a show, and they
yeah.
had like it was the 90s. That's 90s show.
That 90s show,
That 90s show, and they were showing a scene of them at like renting a movie, and I was like, oh my god, remember when there used to be the adult section?
Yes.
So weird.
Yeah, it was never in a Blockbuster because Blockbuster didn't play that game, but like Rogers did, and Rogers had the adults only section, and there was definitely beads. I remember there being beads.
Yes.
Distinctly, and like you had to like ask for the key and like open it up, and then it was just like tucked in the back room, but like
amazing.
I know it was there.
That's funny.
Never went in because I was too young, and then Rogers Video fucking went out of business before I was able to go. But
Of course.
Sad times.
yeah,
You just like watched from afar.
What do kids do these days? Do they rent games? Like, is renting games still a thing?
no, because why?
Yeah, why?
I guess like at this point, right? You would just get your parents to pay for Game Pass, and then you can just fucking like game as much as you want, right? Or even PlayStation now with the games library,
Yeah.
right? Because now it's just
I don't think that's a thing.
pseudo own it, but it's basically like renting it, right? You just play it for as long as you want, and then get rid of it. There's no times left on it, but that was always like the fun because like you would rent a game. I remember my friend Cliff and I like rented a game from Blockbuster on a Friday and literally spent from Friday to Sunday playing that game. And
Well, you would have
like,
to, yeah.
He came over, like we rented it Friday evening. He stayed there. He slept over. Like we played until like 2 in the morning. He slept over. We woke up. We played the entire all day Saturday. Like had lunch, dinner, slept.
Those were the
and
days,
like,
man.
And like finished it by Sunday because it was only a 3-day rental and you had to return it.
Yep.
So you had to fucking beat it. And like we just fucking rammed that game through. And I can't even remember what it was called. It was some ghost game and it was on PS2. Nice. But like I would have to.
It was exhilarating.
It was so fucking cool.
My brother and I would also rent games.
Yeah.
And like you had to.
You had
it
to.
was like a race to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Like to finish playing the game. Like, exciting.
Yeah. It's
nostalgia.
Those times are gone.
Nostalgia. Those times are gone, man.
Kids these days will never know.
They'll never know.
Now they just like own the games or fucking have the games indefinitely as long as
stream
the
games.
Exactly. No, it's not.
Take the fun out of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to sit there and fucking bum rush the game through and try to finish it as fast as possible. And like, if you get stuck at a level, then you give it to your friend to try to get it through.
Exactly.
And like, you just swap back and forth until one of you beats the fucking game.
Right. We didn't have fucking YouTube or we had to like get like strategy guides.
The strategy guides. I used to buy those all the time. Right. The last strategy guide I bought was for Fallout 4. I actually bought the strategy guide one because it was like $10 and I was like, this is fucking cool. And it's like a huge Bible's worth of shit. And it just brought me back so many memories of just like having to get like, I had the Majora's Mask strategy guide. GoldenEye, I think I had at one point.
That's amazing.
Perfect Dark strategy guide. Like you needed the strategy guide and like the fucking the sheets that you would keep of like all your cheat codes and shit when you were playing GTA. Like I had handwritten out notes of just like,
so did we,
up, right, left, R1, R2, triangle thing. And it's like weapon,
the money one and the weapons one.
Exactly. Yeah. And like you'd lose them every once in a while because you wrote it on a piece of shit paper that you lost. And it's like, fuck, now I gotta like go back on gamefax.com and dial up to the internet to get my fucking codes back. Kids these days don't understand.
They don't get
it. They don't understand. Now it's just fucking mods.
Yeah.
Checkbox. No. You have to figure out the codes, man.
We've gotten way off topic.
Anyway, thanks for joining us down memory lane as we talked about like movies and also video games.
Melissa, thank you so much for being on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Really enjoyed having you. I hope you had a good time. And
I did.
And aren't less scared of talking on a podcast now.
I mean, it's still there.
It's fine though.
It's fine though. Yeah, you're right. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Of course it's going to be fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Like this was a great episode. So thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Always. Anytime, you're always welcome back. Literally anybody is welcome back because like we don't really have standards for our guests.
Wow. That's fucking rude. I will never be back on this show.
Also fine. Totally your call. But anyway, my name is James.
My name is T-Money.
And
I'm Melissa.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be back in 2 weeks. We got lots more in store for y'all. Bye.